What up, Beardy? Surprise late night stream. I just noticed Prongo jumped up, so I figured I would jump in, kill me some Prongo, and work on an Abyss video that I was going to work on, and I thought, you know what? Why not hang with my homies while I do it? What's up, Anime Dave? Juicy Gaming? How the hell are you guys? Alright. Let's not embarrass ourselves, team. Let's make this happen. What you guys up to? We are burning and defense breaking. Pop, pop. And we're fucking resisting, of course. Of course we're 15%ing. Why wouldn't we 15%? Okay, we're burning this one and not being mad about the 15% on that defense break, that very important defense break. Ow. Hit. Okay. What do you think? Do we get 15%ed here and then the run's over? Strip! I guess that's just gonna be the way it's gonna be, huh, guys? If I don't S3, I'm dead. I got an S3, I'm dead. Wow, is this a bad run or what? We got to S3 this because we need a bigger heal than we're going to get. Okay. Ow. Ow. Fucking hell. What a garbage round, man. Double 15%. And look, I'm just going to get 15% on everything. This score is going to be sad. Man, I hate it when should not exist in PvE Epic 7. Oh, look, I got the defense break. Ain't that cute? 3. I don't think there's any way unless I trigger every single dual attack here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy shit, we made it through, guys. We made it through. This will be 8. Ooh. Hit. This transfer. This is transfer. Hit this. Show me that strip, Koeric. That wasn't an S. Hit the S2. I know it. You saw me. You saw me click the S2. Oh, what a garbage run. We can't survive, Gabs. And he didn't strip it anyway, so we would have died anyway. Man, that sucked. Big old floppy donkey dingus. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Team number 2. Team number 2 is not currently built. Let me go look at the map. My Banshee team? Yeah, I'll show you a few Banshee teams. Let me see. What is this? Kitty, Rylet, Sinji, and CPP. Sinji. Okay, we need Kitty, Rylet, and CPP. That's easy enough. CPP. Kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. That's not kitty. Kitty. Rylet. Hope that's the right Rylet. You have snake thingy, go use them. What's snake thingy? Let me see. That is fine. That is, oh god, it's the wrong Rylet. That's okay. This will kind of work. We need to change them up a little bit. You are missing gear. Okay, let's just go fix everybody. What's with the sudden live stream? Prongo went live, and I figured why not get my ass thoroughly handed to me online, and then I was going to do an Abyss video, and I can do that while we're hanging out. Okay, let's give you a speedy set. Yeah, you can have this one. And a speed attack ring. You can have that one. And better artifact. How about... Horhorn. And who else was missing? Rylet was missing gear, wasn't he? Man, we took the wrong damn Rylet. The nuke Rylet would have been cooler, but that's okay. This will work. Change it to this. And we'll give you... He needs a... Wow, 5 lifesteal pieces. That's a bold choice. How about... We go with a pen set. And... Not ring. Oh yeah, ring. Pen attack. Fuck it. You just take Celine's ring. And let's give you pen boots. And with speed, I think. Yeah, those ones. Alrighty. Let's go make this happen. BPP. Sinji. Sinji, have you got the right gear on? No, you don't. You need prophetic candlestick. Change Sinji from this to this. That's one thing BE did right. Enemies were neither immune to certain debuffs or they weren't. Yeah. Okay, so we got Sinji, we got CPP, we got the kitty, and we got Rylet, who will dodge. I believe in Rylet. Rylet is a faith-based unit. And my faith is strong. I believe in Rylet. I forgot to go open the chest, so I'm missing my +3 Tundra's Blessing. Should have stayed in bed. Okay, so this... I'm going to go ahead and do this, because I got Kitty for my strip. Stingy does this, because I got... Actually, I should have saved this for the cleanse. Okay, hear me out. I wait to S3. I just S1 here. Pop. Wow, that was a lot of heckin' damage. On S3. Lifesteal heals me up a little bit. This will get a defense break, clearly, and the I got the strip at least. Ooh, the blind is nice. We like the blind. Kitty will do this. And because I'm worried we're going to die to the next hit, because you know he's going to frickin' hit Kitty. You know it, right? So let's hit the crystal. Holy shit, that was close. Stun on Rylet? Really? Really? You stunned Rylet? You hit my Rylet through evasion and stunned him? You absolute twat. Hey, look, we got a defense break. Aren't you glad we got a defense break? We're going to do a lot with this defense break. Wild. He hit Rylet again! Man, oh man. Watch, he's gonna hit Rylet here. I heckin' love Epic 7. Great team. Much points. It's crazy that she almost got him 8 times. Almost got him 8 times. Ugh. This last prongo is a real piece of work. Yuck. Oh well. It is what it is. We'll get them more tomorrow. In the meantime, it's crazy. We're done with this tomorrow. We're done with this on Tuesday. That's a full 24 hours ahead of time. Not bad for only having 29 people in the guild. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a less frustrating AI run than I did right there. I did call him a twat. Well, he was acting like a twat. You got to imagine, right? Oh wait, what was I missing? Where's my red dot? Oh, weeklies. Boop. Oh, okay. Good morning, Cyril. Alrighty. Can we up 100? 112. Right, that's what we're up to. I just did 111, right? 111. Okay, time for 112. Read last? No, I don't read last. If I missed it, you post it again. I don't play that game. Post it and at me. I'm not scrolling up when my freaking interface drops me right back down whenever somebody posts. Scrolling up's a pain in the ass. Cydia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. I remembered that one, Curse Kratos. That was a time. You're speaking of some old magic there. Let's see. Brig. And a Momo. You guys are going to like this team. It's very free to play considering how not free to play 111 was. Did I know there's a new to City out there? I did not. Kristen Wolf, should I snag Ball or ML Teu from the selector ticket when I get to it? They're the only ones I'm missing. I would not touch that selector ticket until I've opened every single diamond chest out there, because you know what's going to happen, right? You'll select Teu, and then he'll pop out of your next diamond chest and you'll never get Ball. But assuming you go through all of your diamond chests and you don't get either of them, Teu is the answer. Ball is kind of a has-been right now. He doesn't work really the way he used to. There's just so many better answers for anti-cleave right now. You guys are going to love this, because we're rat gaming. But yeah, between the two, Teu is actually a real unit. Ball isn't. Okay, so let's see. How much HP do you have? I guess I can afford to Arius you up. If Arius is too much and he dies, we'll take it off. Baloney. Let's put you on Bloodstone. Where's Bloodstone? Surprised it doesn't recommend it to her. Oh, there's one. And sure, why the hell not? You're not getting anything out of Pursuit, but who cares? Good help. Ooh. Actually, we're gonna need more effectiveness than that. I wonder how much we need. I bet we need at least 65. 75, 70. I bet we need at least 60. It's not that far off. Hit set. Does she really need lifesteal, do you think? Maybe you didn't know I had nice shoe. I know, crazy, right? More. 63 is probably enough. Maybe a little bit more bulk. Let's take this off. Ah. Jesus Christ. Crit damage. You know, fuck, we're just gonna go with the original build. It'll work. It'll work. We'll just deal with the low effectiveness. Shoe's gonna need to be on counter set. She is. Pen's kind of a waste, but why the hell not? Manage. Recommended. Go. Maybe a little less defense. Maybe a little less speed. Jesus Christ. It's one or the other, isn't it? There we go. That's a nice shoe. Let's put her on a real artifact. Maybe Daydream. I think maybe Daydream. And Momo, I want Momo to be kind of fast. So let's run you on a speed set. $220. Let's just try this. Let's just try this and see if it works. Biblis stuff works in PvE too. Yeah. The injury doesn't, but the damage does. You can't injure in PvE though, so you lose a good chunk of her kit. Do I recommend re-rolling? When did you start, Tiempo? If you don't have free Rin, then yeah, you might want to consider it because it's pretty fun. But if you do have free Rin, no. Oh, you mean re-rolling, like re-rolling over and over again to get the unit you want? Hell no. I never re-roll. Some people love it. Some people it's their jam, but this game gives you so much stuff for free. I think re-rolling is just kind of boring. Jump in, start enjoying the game. If this works, we'll go into YouTuber mode and make a video out of it. Yeah, the game is so giga generous, dude. You get almost everything that you need. If you want to try to re-roll to like nail a specific unit or get the best start possible, but I think I don't know anybody that's re-rolled in this game that like 6 months later they felt that it really did anything for them. But some people just love re-rolling. I don't. It's boring. So in this, the boss has got that stupid invulnerability shield, and you can't do any damage to him until you kill the cannons. So we're using the counter shoe because the counter shoe will hit it. Bologna's clapbacks will reach them, and hopefully between the three of them, or between the two of them, we'll be able to take out the cannons. The other nice thing too is every time you hit the little general guy, he CR pushes the cannons up. And that's what's making the cannons do so many attacks, which is really triggering my Bologna, and hopefully is what's going to get rid of all of them. Should I get ML Sirmia or ML Politis? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think 8, 9, 10 months from now, C Politis will be better for you, but I think Sirmia is like one of the easiest ways to get into RTA, especially with so many counter duel and extra attacks. Sirmia is like a free ticket to getting your RTA skin, getting your master skin. So I would recommend Sirmia. Also, so hot. But CPP is probably better at the very, very end game, like top tier. I use my C Poly more than I use my Sirmia now, but if I were starting a new account and I was in your position, I would most certainly get Sirmia. You could use ML Bologna too for double clapbacks. He doesn't clap back nearly as much as Bologna does, but I could. Yeah, I am biased. I'm gonna lie, man. Redheads for the win. Okay, all the little ads are dead. Now we can start working this guy down. We got a defense break, so he'll drop fast. I just came back after I quit, and I'm having some decent fun, but not gonna lie, it feels kind of bad as a returning player just because I'm like in a bit of limbo. I can feel it, man. I can feel it. New players are having a blast, though. The new player experience is so good. Okay, we're out of phase 1. That took a minute, but here we are. What does she do? What is her kink other than blinding me? 1, 2, 3. Hang on, I need to reacquaint myself with what these assholes do. Other than just die. Well, number 1 is down. What's this? It's not going to tell me what number 1, number 2, and number 3 are. Do I have to kill them in a certain order? Whenever an elite Perlin cadet attacks, grants stackable Vanguard. When each effect stacked to a certain number of times, the Lily's skill is enhanced. First, Elite Vanguard. When attacking, grants stackable Vanguard to Lily. Second, when attacked, grants stackable to Lily's. Third, when attack, stackable all out. Okay, so this one does the Vanguard effect. This one does the Protect effect. And third one does all out attack effect of Lilius. I don't know what any of that means, but we're going to keep trying to do this on auto and see if we can just chew through it. Hey Tristen, question. I haven't touched Trial Constellations yet in-game. Is your guide 3 months ago still the one to use? I'm a bit confused about jumping into it still. Yeah, use the one that says free-to-play Nightmare. That's a good place to start. If you can do the non-free-to-play Nightmare, even better. But I wouldn't worry about the full auto one. Just get it done. You only have to do it once. Per month. Returning players of SOL. Imagine some poor bastard who started playing when ML Landy was usable. His account's pretty much bricked. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have some nice collector's items, I think re-rolling and restarting is not a terrible idea, but I hate backtracking. But yeah, I haven't redone any of those guides because they're all still pretty relevant. Okay, defense break. Defense break. Okay, hang on. While I'm here, let me check her effect resistance. It is... Oh, shit. She's 100% ER? Sweet balls. So we need 85% effectiveness to stick a debuff on her. Good to know. We are definitely going to have to up our Bologna a little bit. I have way too many of the Calabians to let my account go. Exactly. Can we put every limited unit or ML5 as they go out, or do we have to skip? Can we pull every limited or ML5? Oh, no, you have to skip. Are you kidding me? I mean, unless you're going to spend some money, you have to skip. And that's okay. There will be ways to get them. They rerun. There's headhunt events. And not every unit is needed. Remember, this is a game of team building. And you want to look at what units you need to accomplish the goals. You heard Beardy earlier. I could swap out blue Bologna for dark Bologna and probably get this done as well. You can... part of the fun is figuring out how to do things when you don't actually have everything. The most important thing about this game is you're building teams. Second most important thing is you're gearing those teams. And the third, like the least important thing is the actual units themselves. Don't get me wrong, there's some units that are fucking broken, but Usually you can find a duplication of skills on other units and find ways around it. Holy shit, this is freaking slow, and the stupid vanguards are back. So far, so good, though. We got to level 7 in Guild Mastery. Nice! I'm a returning player from where there is no RTA in this game. I come back periodically, though. Oh, wow. From when there was no RTA. Wow. So, like, pre-February 2020, right? I think that's when RTA came about. No, that's when Guild Wars came about. I think RTA came about in... When did Guild Wars come, or RTA come out? I guess it was late 2019, early 2020. 2019, nice. I wish Asaria's counter passive worked in PvE. Imagine the breed pop-offs. Yeah, well, can't have units do too much stuff, I guess. Is Red Cigarette limited? If so, how long till she becomes available on Selector? She is limited. Her banner was in December, so probably she'll be available from Selector tickets, possibly with Anniversary in August. At very least, they're likely to rerun her sometime in third quarter. Damone Kim, oh my god, you spoke the name of the prophet Damone Kim. That's wild. Was RTA planned from the start, or were people surprised when it came out? Some people were a little disappointed when it came out because they felt it might be like the downfall of a very good PvE game, but most kind of expected it because this game was modeled after Summoner's War, and Summoner's War had it. The developers who made this game, most of them came here from Summoner's War, so it was kind of expected that they were going to move in a similar direction. Time to take notice of some bulk enhancement issues. Someone just posted about in Valky's chat. It's known. The issue is that the bulk enhancement is not applying the 66% increased cost to powder, which is being applied to normal enhancements. For some reason, the bulk enhancement's ignoring that 66% increased gold, and it's also ignoring the reputation and pet bonuses to XP, which is why normal enhancements are taking less charms, because we're not getting the charm boosting from reputation and pet XP from in bulk enhancement. So it's bulk enhancements ignoring all the mechanics. They're aware of it. We expect it to be patched and fixed this Thursday. In fact, I think if you look at that post, me and Maury were talking about this morning. I think if you look at that post and scroll down, Maury's got a big post right here explaining exactly what's happening. The dust typically costs more, and we're losing the 16% bonus because you're losing the 10% from reputations and the 6.6 from pets. So that's the entire difference. So that worked really freaking well, guys. We just full autoed 112, and we didn't even really use Giga Insane Teams there. Do you think Smogget was saying anything about the dupes and the Glory Coin refunds this week? No, because they never intended for there to be dupes. They said right out of the gate, you're not going to get dupes. Instead of getting dupes, you're going to get coins, shop coins. And yeah, I mean, here, like I'll show you their statement. They were clear about it in the very, very fast moving subtitles that nobody read in their hour-and-a-half long yeah, I wish they had been a little bit more, put a little bit more emphasis on it, because yikes, that was a big deal, right? They should have seen that coming as being a big deal, and it should have been more than just a 6 to 9 second subtitle that you had to read unless you understood Korean in an hour-long freaking video. But hang on, I'll find the screenshot. I got it here somewhere. Yeah, right here. You will get glory coins instead of getting duplicate heroes. It's not like they lied to us. It's just we all assumed, and then we were disappointed. Now, do I think they should have given us dupes? Yeah, they should have. Do you really think, like, 10 to 20 imprints were going to break the game, I think it would have been fine. I'd have been fine with them not giving us galaxy coins even. They have mechanics for not giving out galaxy coins, but it should say, yeah, exactly. It should have said it in the game. It should have said it in the stove posts. It shouldn't have just been casually mentioned like it wasn't a big deal as part of the video. But they did mention it, and it is the way they intended it to work, so no, they're not going to fix it. And they couldn't now. I mean, the amount of going back and manually seeing what dupes you got and assessing the dupes and inserting them into the count, there's just no legitimate way to do it. At best, they might like say, hey, here's 60 galaxy coins with our apologies or something, but I don't think they'll do that either. So single enhancement's better than bulk. Single enhancement will cost less charms. Bulk enhancement will cost less gold. You can see it right here, right? I'll take this piece right here, and I'll take it straight to plus 15 at 779,000 gold. Right, 779,000 gold. But if I do it under bulk enhancement, take it to plus 15, it's 940,000 gold. So why is this 940,000 gold? $940,000 gold. What's it using here? 6 charms. 6228. Let's do this. 6228. Let's do it the same. So it was 8 of this, 1, 2 of this, 1, 2 of this, and 3, 4, 5, 6 of this. 900,000, 905,600 gold. Yeah, this was 905,600 to get to plus 15, and this was 900,000, a little bit cheaper. Here's the thing, right? If you're able to do it with just powder, it's hard for me to do it with just powder because I have so many fucking charms. But that's really what it comes down to, is this doesn't give you the choice, right? When you enhance something here, you can't choose to just use powder. Where you really see the difference is when you're using primarily just powder. And you can kind of see that in this post, right? This guy used just powder for 500,000 gold at 337 powder. And here he used just powder and he used less powder, 392 powder versus 337 powder, right? So it was less powder because he's getting the bonus from pets and reputation applied to his powder, but it was 500,000 gold versus 300,000 gold, right? So it was a lot cheaper just using powder. How was he able to just use powder? Why didn't it? Oh, it's weird that it didn't grab any of his charms. Oh, because he didn't have any charms. He didn't have any charms, so it forced him to use powder. So if you're using, if you're using charms, it's the same. But if you're using powder, that's the big difference, is the 66% increase to the cost of powder is not applied in bulk enhancement. It is applied down here. And I'm hoping to God they just normalize it and stop charging us extra for using powder. But anyway, it's a known issue. It's been reported. I talked to the head CM who was literally in a conference call with the devs. We talked about that as an issue. We talked about the red dot as an issue. We talked about the fact that if you go to Mystic Summons, it says that the discount goes away on Wednesday, but the banner doesn't go away until a week from Wednesday. And is the discount really going away? He says he doesn't think it's supposed to. He thinks this 40% off thing is supposed to apply the entire banner, and that this is misinformation in game. So they're going to take a look at that and see if they can get that fixed as well. Hopefully that is true, and it'll be discounted for all 9 or all 8 days left, not just for like 2 more days left. What else do we talk about? They just went over a bunch of the big issues. Pity does carry over from Mystics. That's why I did a whole bunch of high-risk summons on this banner to buy my pity down to 129. I was at 199, so I did some very sphincter tightening summons to lower my pity while it's cheap, so that I'll be ready for Salome. I did not want Luna, and I was like, please don't purple flash. And I mean, look at this insane level of bullshit. Cecilia, Shepherd of the Hollow, Shepherd of the Hollow, Cecilia, Shepherd of the Hollow. I was dodging 50-50s like my Rylet didn't. So I lucked out, man. I lucked out. But now my pity is low enough that I should be able to... I just need about maybe 1,300 more Mystics. I'll be able to refresh the shop easy and guarantee Salome. Of course, now that I bought down my pity, it just means I'm going to one-tap her. That's how it works, right? This is actually one of the best ways to lower your pity. It is, but if you get an ML5, for other people, it's like, well, yeah, you can get any ML5 you want. You can go and pick up your Lady of the Scales. You can get your Boss Arunca. You can get your Witch of the Mirror Tenebria. There's lots of really good ML5s out there that you could just pull, right? But I got them all. So it would have sucked if I hit, man. It would have sucked if I hit, but we're living right over here. What should I buy from the Tile Constellation shop? My advice is always the same. Trial Constellation shop, you only buy the Molagora and the charms. You can buy them every single day. They are too good. I mean, sure, some of this gear looks really freaking nice. I hope it doesn't roll low or roll badly for you. I hope you don't get a whole bunch of four or five defense rolls and 3 speed rolls, and that it splits effectiveness and effect resistance and doesn't touch speed at all, and now it's trash. That was a hell of a way to spend 750. You could have gotten enough charms and Mola to do a whole bunch of otherworldly gear without landmine stats, Mola units. I think this is the buy. As anybody that says, I am struggling to level my gear, I'm always out of charms, I will say, let me see your gear. And I look to see if they have any of these blue sparkly things. I'm like, I think I know why you're out of charms. Yeah, Prometheus, sorry. You asked that before, and I've got the attention span of a goldfish. Tristen, Wulf, Tristen, Wulf, Hunts, free to play, F2P. Tristen Wulf Hunts, F2P. And let's look at videos and scroll. Here we go. Find this one. Early game hunt teams. Early game means they're going to be free to fucking play friendly. Now, this is it does say 2025, but it's good for 2026. I do plan to remake these around current units, but this is a very free to play friendly team. I use garbage can gear. I mean, look at this gear. It's all level 75, 78, some freaking ogre gear. It's the gear kind of sucks, right? And I do that across the board, all the builds. Here's Vivian. She's not even wearing an artifact. She's using a shitty ass little attack set. You get better gear than this for free just by playing the game. And these are 100% or near 100% success rate teams that will clear Banshee for you easily. And you should also go down and look in the description. And in the description, there will be a 2025 Otherworldly Hunt one-shot teams. You can go and look at this. And these teams are going to be not so free to play friendly. They're the high-end teams, not the low-end teams. They'll take a little bit better gear. The gear is not outrageous. The gear is definitely doable. And if you build these teams, you'll be able to murder stomp all of the hunts super fast on full auto. And all of them are in there, right? If you check out the description, I think, yeah, here's your Katie's team, your Azamanic team, your Banshee team that you're looking for. Right, here's your Banshee team. And I've got them in there. Here's your hell hunt and your otherworldly hunt, depending on which you want to farm. Otherworldly is better, but hell is where a lot of people like to farm because they're wanting to chase those bookmarks and mystics. So I'll put a link. This is a link to the high-end team version, and like I said, the low-end team right here. Link to low-end gear team here. Oh man, Tristen, the fuck you doing? Hang on, edit video. Link to the high-end team gear right there. Boop. Okay, that should be fixed. Damage buff. So just check the description of the video and you'll be able to find the high-end team as well as the low-end team. So new player friendly and the high-end team for one-shots should get you done. And then there's a little video comparing and contrasting Rift versus otherworldly hunts. This is older. It doesn't mention the fact that Rift is the only place to get riposte and pursuit sets and things like that. There are some other better reasons to farm Rift versus otherworldly, but 99% of the time I'm sending to otherworldly. If you really want to see a good detailed comparison on this, search Tristen Wulf Farm 2026 and watch this video. It explains otherworldly versus Rift much better and is one of the more important videos I think I've ever made. And that one is right here. While you're there, smash that like, subscribe, and bell button harder than you'd smash ML Sirmia. Okay, what else did I miss? I brought it down to 99. Wow, you got risky. I was a coward. I wouldn't go past 129, man. I was scared. So the gear isn't worth it. The gear is great, but you got to ask yourself, yo, Valky, thanks for passing them back, buddy. Heckin' hilarious. The gear is really good, but you got to ask yourself what's more important to you. If you're always like, I don't have Mola to level my units, I don't have charms to upgrade my otherworldly pieces that I'm getting, I'm constantly starved. 85 to 90 gear is usually better than 88 gear. You should stick with this. I mean, you can buy these every single day. I have 217 Molagora because I buy these things and I don't have to worry about Molagora anymore. If you want to take some swings at the gear is very good. And if you're feeling lucky and it's going to roll good for you, awesome. But don't come crying to me about how Epic 7 needs to fix their charm issue because you never have enough charms to level up your gear because you're buying really expensive gear and trying to level it. That'll be a thing. I still got to figure out how to redirect on YouTube. You got to, they make it really easy, Valky. You got to go to your live stream, right? And you got to go to your stream settings. You're going to love this shit. So you go to your stream settings, you got to click edit. You got to go to customization for reasons. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom. You got to click add for a redirect. You got to go to search videos. You have to be following them for it to show up here. And then you click on whoever you want to raid into. And then once you do that, you're good. You hit save. And then when you end stream, it'll raid. Yeah, it is not easy. You can also, if you're not following them, you can directly punch in a hyperlink to their channel right here to link to it that way. But yeah, they really need to make a fucking OBS button to just make it happen because it's not friendly. What's this so solid? Juicy. Oh shit, I keep forgetting to do this. Oh my god. Every single day, guys. Oh, it's gone now. It's gone. I must have missed this for like at least 2 days. That sick little farm they had. Tragic. Alright, guys. I'm going to ignore chat for just a couple of minutes here. It ended days ago. I definitely missed a whole bunch then. It's gone for a long time, Unk. Not one of you even let me know about it either. They need to make it permanent. I agree. That solves some charm issues. Okay, did you answer my question while I had ads? Sorry, Blood. What was your question? I don't see it. Blood. I got a quick question. What are good artifacts for Lady of the Scales? She's got lots of good artifacts, my friend. If you're running a really, really fast one, where is she here? If you're running a fast one, I like to have the one that helps her cut, right? Magahar's Tome, what's that hamster one? Soul Consolation, anything that will allow her to cut ahead of the bad guys is sick. This one's just basically shitty Mag's Tome, but it also steals souls, which is hilarious when they have a free run on the other side to suddenly like, oh, my free run's exposed. It's kind of hilarious. But that's a collab artifact. But anything that helps push her CR up, because you're running her fast, and you want when other people like CR push things ahead of her, you want her own CR push to be bolstered by another CR push, and I think that's pretty sick. You can also run her on some healing artifacts. That can be nice too. But if you're running the slower bruiser one, I really, really like Frida's artifact on her. A slower version of this, you're probably going to want effect resistance. I don't think the fast one, effect resistance, is that important because you're probably taking turn anyway, but you want the effectiveness to be able to stick the debuffs. But the slow one, she will just get controlled out the wazoo if you don't have a good amount of ER on her. And I really like this artifact, Bird's Eye. Just giving extra souls to your team. Soul burning is the strongest mechanic in the game. And if you got ways to give your team more souls, freaking do it. But again, CR push artifacts, healing artifacts, you got a variety of options. Soul Weavers are kind of a unique class in that they have a lot of really good artifacts, but none of them are really broken, right? Like mages have Magahar's Tome, knights have Arius and Elbrus, rangers have Guiding Light and Sasha Ethanes. Every class seems to have its letterhead artifact that is just like the artifact that you want metric fuck tons of, but Soul Weavers really don't. Soul Weavers just have a lot of really good artifacts, but it's not like, you know, not like mages where you see 10,000 books, or rangers where you see shit tons of Sashas, or freaking knights where you see tons of Ariuses. Soul Weavers, they just have a lot of good artifacts, and they can all be used in various places. Yeah, Veritas might legitimately be the first artifact for Soul Weavers that is going to be one that you see shit tons of. Think about what you're wanting to do with Lady of the Scales. Think about the way people are stopping her. If you can't get the effect resistance on her, maybe you run Wondrous Potion Vial. Maybe you run Stella Harpa. If you feel yours just isn't quite cutting, maybe you run one that gives you effect resistance and some additional CR pushes. You got to think about what you need her to do and what artifact will help her do that job. Draft RTA, just Briarcleave, and you win every turn. It's true, man. It's just as easy as aggro. Amelia artifacts, the one artifact I don't like on her. A lot of people are selling the MLM of Guardian Ice Crystal, aka Cure-All Magic Wand. I have one of those here somewhere, I think. Yeah, here we go. I think the ER boost is nice, but the effect is just trash, right? Because she's always funneling all that damage into the front unit, and a little bit of healing won't stay ahead of her damage transfer. It just feels like an artifact designed to waste somebody's time. I've never had this change the outcome of any fight I've been in. It's just annoyed me that it's made me get down to where the only unit left is Lady of the Scales, and I have to hit her like 4 or 5 extra times that I didn't normally have to hit her in a fight that was over before this artifact started to matter. But I don't know, some people swear by it. I just think this is not the artifact for her. I think it's kind of scam on her. But if it's working for you, don't let me talk it out of you. Is there any way to get MOAS? Time machines work great. Otherwise, you have to wait till they rerun it. We have petitioned Smilegate to do something about the scam banner limited artifacts like MOAS, like Glorious Throne, stuff like that, to, you know, maybe make them wish listable, maybe do reruns of them way more often. Maybe when they're doing a scam banner that they also give you the option to select all the past ones. It's just, it's kind of shitty that people come into this game and they want access to some of these artifacts, and it's not much better than missing a collab. I mean, MOAS is, I think, over a year old, right? When did MOAS come out? I think it was about a year ago. It kind of sucks. Do you think that Salome's preview will release tomorrow? No. I think it'll release Wednesday morning. You probably have, I don't know, that might be tomorrow depending on where you live, but I think you've got a solid 36, no, 30-ish hours, give or take. Yeah, it's been a while. 30 and a half hours, says Cookie, down to the second. 30 and a half hours till you get to see Salome's kit. And for those of you just getting here from Valky's chat, I did talk to the lead CM, who is currently in a voice meeting with the development team, and one of the things they're looking into is the fact that when you go to the Mystic Summon, it says down here that the discount goes away on the 15th, even though the banner is up for another 8 days. We both think that's not the way it's supposed to be, that this is supposed to be, that the discount is supposed to go to the end of this banner. I mean, that's what it says up here. It says 40% off on this graphic. So it should be 40% off the entire length of the banner, but he's trying to confirm and find out, is this a mistake, or does the discount really go away halfway through the banner? So we'll find that out soon too. Those of you who are panicked that you have to make decisions now before seeing Salome's kit, or that you only have a few hours after the kit's revealed to make decisions, hopefully that works out in our favor. They're also discussing the charm situation where powder is not being discounted on the bulk summons and addressing that. And of course, the fucking red dot. That's being discussed too. Hopefully all of that shit gets dealt with in the next day or two. Please ask them to add automatic advance. What do you mean add automatic advance? You mean through stages? I don't know if they will. Is 249 speed scales enough? I hope so. Mine's only 222. Depends how you're running her. You're running a villager scales, you're running as part of a bruiser team, you're running her kind of slow, go for it. You're going to run her very aggressively, part of a cleave aggro team, part of a control team, you'll want her faster. But Scales is just good by nature of being Scales. You can run her. It's one of the things that makes her dangerous. Anytime you see a tier 0 unit, they're usually tier 0 not just because they're insane, but also because they have multiple different builds. So you don't really know what you're going up against until you get into the fight. Oh, if you think they're running a custom group summon banner, a custom banner where you can select literally anybody up to Lady the Scales, stupidly strong units like Witch and Bossarunka. You think they're running this kind of banner and Salome's going to be mid? Oh, hell no. This is the biggest bait ever, right? They're waving like the strongest of the strongest in your face. They're making you want to spend every penny you've got summoning the monsters of the game. And then they're going to turn around and say, now that you've done all that, here's Salome. Look how she shits all over everything for the next 8 months. But don't worry, we got you, fam. Here's a whole bunch of special offer Salome kits or packs that you can buy to be able to get this unit. Oh, she's going to be her. You watch. She's going to be insane. But that's just a theory. Could be wrong. Don't think I am. Tristen, would you do one single summon in exchange for a gifted sub? Sure. I got you. Do you recommend ML Aria or ML Shu? I can't decide. I think you'll probably get... I think ML Aria is critically undervalued, especially in how much the meta is slowed down, with it being a very turn 2 kind of a meta right now. But Shu is just so damn good. Aria is significantly hotter, but Shu's got a giant rat gun, which makes my daughter just so excited. She loves it when Shu does the giant rat gun. Bro, ML Shu is effing useless. Okay. Have I seen her win rate? The meta has completely shifted. Like, over the past week, the meta has completely shifted. I still think... I really don't know which I would take. I think Aria is really strong. Stronger than people give her credit for. But I would not discount Shu. Any injury unit, injury boosting unit that's going to synergize with ML Bologna right now, is going to synergize with Biblis right now, I think her stock's going to go way the fuck up. On paper right now, Aria is better. Hey Valky, are you still here? What's your take on this? I think between the two, I think a month from now, people are going to be saying, damn, I wish I had picked up Shu instead of Aria, but could be wrong. I use Shu a lot more than I use Aria. I use Shu so damn much that I got 2 of her built. But, and I've got I think I've got a pretty freaking well-built Aria, too. Where's your artifact, Aria? Koeric stole it for ancient inheritance and then shit the bed, didn't he? Yes, he did. I think I got a pretty well-built Aria, and I just rarely use her by comparison. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. She's definitely much freaking prettier. That's what's great about this game. Depending on the way you play... Ooh, holding my breath. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine. Depending on how you play, certain units are going to be more valuable than others, right? Ask me if Ran is a really good unit. Ask me if top model Luluka is a really good unit. And based on your answer, I will find out if you are a cleaver aggro player or if you are a tank down bruiser player. Is Biblis right now a must pull? Biblis makes it damn near impossible to play aggressively. She is really, really, really good. She is probably, not even probably, I'm just going to say it. She is the strongest RGB unit in the game right now. And I say that staring Setsuka right in her face. I think Biblis is freaking insane. I haven't played since Lone Wolf Paris. She's still broken. Broken's a very, broken's one way to say it. She's fallen off quite a bit. She's still very usable. You can still work her into a lot of evasion comps. I don't want to say she's, not good or anything, but I think she's gone from like maybe S tier. She's maybe dropped down to high B tier. She had more of a niche use, and in her niche, she's amazing, but she's not a first pick unit anymore. Tristen always gives solid advice. No, I don't. I just give you my opinion. And sometimes I'm right, and a lot of times I'm wrong. That's why I encourage you to go listen to lots of different streamers and form your own opinions. Don't listen to what some asshole in a hat tells you on Twitch. Sometimes I give great advice, and sometimes, like my wife says, I'm really, really wrong. But I try to give you the best advice I can based on my experiences in the game. Everybody plays a little bit differently and is going to have different experiences. So, yeah. Go to multiple sources. Don't trust one tier list. Don't trust one streamer. What Valky's going to recommend will be different than what I recommend. Will be different than what Sue recommends. Will be different than what Light and Moria recommend. I found that when Valky says something, I listen, because I discovered that the way I enjoy playing is the way Valky plays. So I learned a lot from him, and if he says this unit's really awesome, I know it's going to be really awesome to me, because that's the way I play. If I really enjoyed tank down and slow playing, I would have listened to what KHM said about a year ago, or what Sue is saying currently. Like my wife says, I feel that, right? IB sounds accurate, yeah. I mean, for me, B tier is niche, and niche means normally C tier, but in that niche, S tier. So that's kind of my B tier, right? It's a situational broken, but outside of those situations, doesn't feel that great. And that's kind of where I'd put her. Turn Sue. I really did just coin Turn Sue, didn't I? Oh no, it's not real. I want to send my welfare Darkwa in chat, but I don't know how to send images. Message somebody or create, message, post it in Discord, and then you can link. I should make a room for that. Here, check it out. Let me just do this here. Go up here, and I'll go down here to the bottom of Epic 7. I'm going to add a channel called Trash or Stream. There you go. Create channel. Okay. There you go. So just post whatever image you want here, like like this. Just post the image there, right click on it, copy image link, and then come over here to Twitch or YouTube or whatever and post it there. And once you do that, I can pull it up on screen. Easy peasy. Now you don't need an Immigrant album or anything. I just came back to the game and I can't deal with Lady of the Scales. Any tip? Ban button works great. She is a pain in the ass because one of the best tools to deal with her is limited, and right now you're kind of left with Veronica. Veronica is pretty good into her, but that's about it. Notos and Perfume are my permabans. I'm gonna have to learn to deal with one of those three, because you can't ban them all. Yeah, I mean, shit. I've not done many RTA fights this season, but the few that I have done... There we go. Banned Lady and Harsetti. Belly and Harsetti, because I planned to pick Lady. See, Belly and Harsetti used to be my go-to bands, but I started doing Lady Harsetti a lot lately, and it's made my life a lot easier. Right-click on the image, my friend. Right-click on the image and select Copy Image Link. Don't select Copy Message Link, Copy Image Link. They're different. But I'll just pull it up right here. Let's see what you got. Okay, this Hua will not work. You're not going to kill anything with this. I would strongly encourage you to go for a destruction set, Hua. Even with Soulburn, you're going to have trouble killing with the stats that low. I mean, there's such a thing as work in progress, and that's fine. But you're just not going to accomplish many goals with this. If there's any kind of mitigation or the enemy is really, really tanky, you're going to struggle. Hua is one of, if not the hardest units to build in the game, so don't feel bad about it. She takes stupid insane gear, and most of us, when we got her, it took several weeks to farm the gear to get her to work. But yeah, it's just, she requires every freaking stat in the game, right? Except for effectiveness and ER, and you got some wasted stats there, so you got some room to improve. But yeah, you just need a lot more damage for her to kill. You don't even have the 85% crit chance, so you're not going to go into light units nearly as much. When you get some imprints and better higher level artifact, that'll help get rid of this freaking purple gear. You'll get there. You'll get there. But right now, she's a work in progress, I'm afraid. It's okay. Keep pushing the blah agenda. She is harder than Nodos significantly. Nodos just needs 2 stats, HP and speed, and you're there. Maybe effect resistance if you're a coward. That's it, though. I mean, hell, I think Lone Crescent Bologna is freakishly hard to build, and Lone Crescent Bologna is basically bystander Hua who doesn't need crit chance. So, yeah. Thanks for the advice. I'm not trying to shit on you. It's just, even my Hua, I feel my Hua is very high end, and I struggle to kill with her sometimes. So, yeah, very hard unit to build. Especially in frickin' modern meta with superhumanizations and dominions and evasions and Setskas, and yeah, she's starting to be a little bit harder to pick. My Bologna just needs better Sigurd. She's only plus 15. Plus 15 works, but yeah, you'll want better. Ramping that attack up is so good on Sigurds. I don't have Nodos, and I'm having a hard time countering them. I use Setska and Hecate. I don't have Bologna or Cartuja. Do you have Afternoon Soak Flan? Use her instead of Bologna, and you'll pick up a Cartuja sooner or later. He's only a 4-star. But Afternoon Soak Flan works pretty good into him too. You can also work on controlling him. Anybody that's got a silence, anybody that's got a CR rollback, those things work great on him too. Soul Burning a Zeo puts a silence on him, and then he can't use his skills. And you're not going to push him back, but you're at least going to put the silence so he can't put you into Dominion round 1 while you're pounding on him. Makes life a little bit easier, but yeah, he's a tough nut to crack. He really is. Beating him is not the easiest thing in the world if you're missing the tools to do it, and that's why he is the #1 unit in the game. Surprise, surprise. Just got Lionheart Surmia. Congratulations. I kind of like that unit. Could you tell? Do you think Salome is going to be countered? Yes. Yes, Salome will be hard countered sometime in September, October range. But for 4 to 6 months, she's going to be a nightmare to fight. Because that's how they do it, right? They need the new ML units to be a nightmare to fight so that you're getting your ass handed to you constantly by them. So when the next ML5 comes out, you say, not going to be me this time. I'm going to buy some packs and I'm going to pull the new ML5 unit so that I can play the game. Welcome to Gotcha Games. FOMO's a bitch. Why the hell are you live at 1:45 to midnight? Do you ever sleep? Enough time for sleep in the grave. Can you see my ML Hua Young? Yeah, sorry. I moved a whole bunch of gear to deal with Ancient Inheritance and to record and to get a Abyss video to record to put up tomorrow. Is Salome's kit known? I missed it. No, she's got a copy skill that we're aware of, but that's all we really know about her kit. We'll get a full reveal on her kit in about 29 to 30 hours. Yeah, she does. It's not just kits. She copies their stats too, which means you really only need speed on her, and then you just copy the stats, whatever stats you need from the enemy on the enemy's team. The copy alone is terrifying, but we don't know how long's the cooldown. Is it available from the start? Does she need warfare set? Can you? How long does the copy last? Is it 1 turn, 2 turns? Does it last as long? You know, can you copy domain and put yourself in domain for 3 turns, or do you only get it for that 1 turn? You know, can she transform like Tam? Does she transform right back out again? There's a lot of what ifs, and we don't know her base kit as well, so. we have to wait and see till Wednesday, but one thing I can tell you for sure is gimmick characters have always been insane. Gimmick characters like Zio, like Strays, like Bellion, like Harsetti, you know, these boss level gimmick characters have always kind of shaped and warped the meta around them. Archdemon Shadow was probably the only one that really, she was a late bloomer. She did a little bit later on. Do you think this year's 8th anniversary will get an ML selector? I don't think so. I think we might get a limited ML selector, right? Like one that is only for boss heroes like we did last year or something, but ML selectors are a dangerous thing to give out because they encourage people to skip banners, right? What's my defense team? I'm trying this. I might change back to my old team, but I'm just using this. Nonsense. 8-year-old game. Make units easier to get. Thanks. Spoken like somebody who doesn't have a private jet to buy. Sheesh. All right, guys. I'm going to stop reading chat for just a minute. Forgive me, but I want to get a recording of this Abyss 112 team. And if I'm unable to do it, then I'm just going to record it off camera and then stream. Wait, he doesn't have a jet already? You gotta have more than one jet. What's wrong with you? All right, Epic 7, it's time for Abyss 112. I know 111 or 110 especially is frustrating to people who are missing a very specific ML5 unit, so we're going to make it a little bit easier for your full auto team for 112. Here is the team, and the nice thing about it, it's basically standard builds. So this is one for the people who just want to coast through this kind of easy. We're going to run Brig as a basic standard Brig build. I don't think the Arius is necessary, but hey, I'm just going to give ourselves a little bit of extra survivability. Regular speed set. We are dealing with 100 effect resistance boss, so 85 effectiveness is the goal. Brig gives himself plus 50%, so I am at 97% effectiveness, so I've got all the effectiveness that I need on Brig. He's not necessarily going to crit each time because the boss I'm going into isn't fire, but hey, you know what? Brig's not my principal DPS, so this will work just fine. Second unit on the team is going to be Momo. Run her fast. I know it's hard. I know she is a low base speed unit, but ramp her up as fast as you can get her. Magahara's Tome would probably be better for her. In fact, let me just change her to Magahara's Tome real quick. That'll help her cycle her skills. And you really want her to cycle in this because they took away her built-in CR push. So Magahara's Tome will help us cycle around. The effect resistance isn't that important, but a little bit is nice just to keep debuffs off of Momo. The important thing is that she's bulky enough to stay alive. And one more time for the people in the back, fast. You gotta cycle the heals and the cleanses. Next unit on the team is Seaside Bologna. I recommend Lifesteal set on I recommend Bloodstone on Bologna. Give yourself an extra source of healing just on the outside chance your Momo gets controlled. Does give you the ability to keep the healing going. Lifesteal set's not required, but it does make Bologna a little bit more survivable. You could run Destro set, Rage set. It's kind of funny that I have a Pursuit set on her when she does absolutely no pop damage without Rengar's Drink. So maybe get rid of the Pursuit set. In fact, a hit set would be better because you see at 55 effectiveness, I am short. I really need to be 85% effectiveness, so I am running well below the effectiveness threshold to guarantee my defense breaks, but that's okay. I want to show that this one is a little bit easier to attain, so I'm just going to do it with the low effectiveness and the Pursuit set that does nothing. I'm running her on her number 2 exclusive equipment, increases the damage dealt, and more damage is great. And finally, Rat Gaming. My chat's going to lose their mind over this. You know how much I love Shu. You're going to want Shu on a counter set because she is one of our principal damage dealers, and you'll need counters to get at the back row heroes that are hidden. Otherwise, it'll just take a lot longer to take them out. Daydream Joker, your best in slot damage artifact, but you could really put any damage boosting artifact on her. I've got her on the number 1 exclusive equipment for the 40% chance to activate Foosh after she chops. That's your extra big damage hit. You want that one. Other than that, just a shit ton of health and crit damage. Remember, she is an HP scaler, so stack your health, not your attack. And speed doesn't really matter, relying on her counters. That's it, guys. I'll explain how this fight works because there are some mechanics to it, but we're doing full auto, so you don't have to worry about the mechanics if you have built the team like I showed you. Okay, so this first annoying fight, the stupid guy in the front, the elite Pearl and Spearhead. Yeah, he's one kind of head. He's got a gold immortality and vulnerability shield on him, so you'll notice when Brieg hits him, it doesn't do any damage at all. Plus, whenever you hit him, he CR pushes the cannons in the back. The only way to get rid of that gold shield is you have to kill all of the cannons. Enter Bologna and Shu. Bologna has the reach to get to the back row, and the Shu has the counter that will hit into Fwoosh, and hopefully between Bologna's defense breaks and Shu's chops and Fwooshes, we will kill the cannons and have it not take forever. Luckily, the cannons are multi-hit cannons, so they were going to activate our Bologna quite a bit. Pow. Bologna. Slap, slap, slap. Now remember, you need the high 85% effectiveness to stick debuffs on the bosses who are 100 ER, but the cannons have no ER at all. So you know, the 55 effectiveness is more than enough, and that's why Bologna is sticking debuffs like crazy on the cannons. Shu, can you counterattack? Dead cannon. I said dead cannons. Okay, we got 2 of them. We just got 1 more. And all the cannons are gone. Now the cannons are gone. The Spearhead's lost his gold shield, and he's kind of glass. So once you get rid of the cannons, he drops pretty damn fast. Momo cleansing the debuffs, the blinds off of us. That gets us into the final round. Now, the final round, we're fighting Lilius. Lilius gets these power-up boosts from the back row guys. You can look at her first skill if you really want to see what the first, second, and third guards boost up and stuff. And honestly, I didn't even read it that much because this team chews through it pretty fast. It really is about keeping the blinds off of us and sticking the defense break on Lilius. Momo's gonna cleanse, very nice. Oh no, immortality. Oh boy, blind Bolognas don't do much. Okay, Brieg, give me a defense break on that Lilius, please. Oh, wait, we got 1 more turn before Brieg can do a defense break. Chop. Okay, we killed 1 of the Perlin guards, right? Makes life easier. Yeah, don't get too excited about it. See the little lit up white A on Lilius's bar? She's going to resurrect all of the dead Perlin guards. Okay, we got the defense break on Lilius. Now we can actually start doing some real damage. Pow. I would love to have put a Daydream Joker on Bologna, but the Bloodstone, I think, is just too important for this fight. But you can try it out. You can try the Daydream Joker on Bologna. See if you can survive without the Bloodstone. Maybe do it faster. But I will take slow and stable over fast and unstable any day. And this is pretty heckin' stable. The stupid blinds. Momo, are you going to lap and get rid of the blind? Okay, Brieg cleansed. S3. We re-up the defense break and the slow debuff, right? Right? Nope, we didn't re-up either. Bologna gets a good hit in. Oh my god. Our target and defense break both gone. I know you only have 55 effectiveness. I know this, but nope. We still don't get defense break off of Bologna. Ain't no way Daydream Joker doesn't work. Ain't no way. Okay, so if you want this to be better, inflicting damage proportional to the target's math health, immune to inflicting damage proportional. So that Daydream Joker on the rat ain't doing crap. So yeah, I hope you guys watched this video through before you tried this, and I will put a little note in there about Daydream Joker not working. But yeah, Daydream Joker's not doing anything for us. So if you put a good damage dealing artifact on the rat, you will probably do this a lot faster than I am currently doing this. Brieg, Defense break. Oh, no, we cleanse because Lilius S3s. Lots of hits. Rat hits again. We're down to what? About 25, 30, 35, 40, 40%. Hit and hit and hit. Bologna, if you could please remove those skill nulls. Momo tops off Brieg, who was looking a little threadbare there. We're down to 35% health. %30 health. Brieg, if you could please, give us a little defense break here. Or not. Hit the wrong unit, because why the hell not? Okay, we got to target at least 25%. Target goes away because she just S3'd. Oh, nope, I guess we had to keep the target. Hey! Only 55% effectiveness. We got the defense break. Nice. Okay, 20%. Man, those last little bit's taking a minute. 17%. Show me what you got, Brieg. Nice strip. Where's my defense break? Bologna, can you do what Brieg failed to do? Thank you, Bologna. 15%. Bam, 10%. %, well, more like 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And dead. There you go, guys. Abyss 112 on full auto, and boy, do we handicap ourselves having Daydream Joker on Shu. So it just shows you don't even need that good of gear if you put the right artifact on it. Nice basic builds. I'll see you guys on Abyss 113. Take care, Epic 7. All right, guys. Thanks for helping me do a really quick video. And let me put that gear back. Okay, you wanted to see my what was you want to see on my bystander? I mean, normally she looks like this, but right now I'm using Bologna a lot more. So there you go. This is not free to play enough. As I say in all of my videos, if you don't, or if you're missing some of those units and you want free to play, you go check out the link in the description of the video to Sue's free to play guide, where he will use probably Commander Lorena and follow the mechanics and beat it with accessible units and accessible gear. Everybody said, Sue's videos are great, but I don't want free to play. I want to murder stomp it. I want an option to get through it quickly. So that's what I'm giving you. The non-free-to-play way to full auto murder stomp it. And if you're missing some of those units, don't ask me for a replacement. Go check out Sue's video. He made his entire video series so you don't have to ask for replacements. Commando Arena is free. She's a connection hero. As a new player, where do you suggest farming milestone or radius? Anywhere that costs stamina. Anywhere, really. There's, they've balanced it pretty well. There's no one stage that gives more than any other stage. There's only one cheese, and I suspect they will probably fix this probably with the next update. But if you use, who is it, Sue? What's her name again? I keep forgetting. Use Commando Arena, and then you take in just 3 dual attack units, right? Like Archdemon Shadow, Sinful Angelica, maybe a little Camilla action. And you do Challenge Abyss number 2, because 2's pretty freaking easy. I can't. I can't use Camilla and Sinji. Fine. Not Camilla. Here's another dual attack unit. CPP. Let's use CPP. You can even just use 2. You can even just use 2. In fact, let's just use 2. So dual attack units and Commando Arena, and you just burst through this shit. Paladus does work pretty well here, but then people are going to be like, I don't have Paladus. I don't care. Choose 2. If Sinji sticks her defense break, then it's giga fast. There it is. Boom. Now, why would you put yourself through this? Yeah, you could run Terranor Guard here, too. I don't see why not. But, I mean, you could run Kitty Clarissa. You could run Camilla. You could run Sea Phantom Paladus. There's lots. You could use Adventurer Ross. If you want to add some stability, you could put a Soul Weaver on the team. There you go. It costs nothing to do this. Nothing. And I got some milestone currency. So for those of you guys that are totally out of stamina and are really desperate to grind some currency, you can technically get 30 currency. Yes, 30 currency for free for just a little bit of cost of your sanity. And you want to do this on a device, because once you exit, it throws you to the fucking bottom and you gotta scroll back up to floor 2 every time. So it's a giant pain in the ass. You'd have to write a pretty, you'd have to like probably convince your cousin Marco to do this for you if you really wanted to grind a lot of this. But in my opinion, it just ain't fucking worth it, and it's very likely this will get patched on Wednesday anyway. So just play the game. The milestone doesn't go away, guys. The only reason to rush the milestone is if you're trying to get all of the rewards done before you use the selector tickets to try to hedge your bets. But other than that, there's really no reason to rush it. But that is a free way to do it. If you're completely out of stamina and you want to keep farming your milestone or keep playing the game when you got nothing else to do, there you go. And remember, it's not just the Abyss. You get milestones from using flags in the arena too, and that includes NPC fights. So, yeah. I think the only thing you don't get milestones for is RTA and Advent. And I'm hoping Advent gets fixed this Thursday too. But there's no rush, guys. This is forever. Notice there's no timeline, no expiration date. This is around forever. People who join the game in October will have access to this. So, just enjoy the content and grind away at it. You don't have to be in a hurry. Why are you in such a hurry? Do you get some for winning an RTA? RTA gets you 100. There you go. Play some RTA. What about draft mode? Does draft mode give you any? Has anybody tried draft mode? Ain't no way, right? It's wild to me that somebody else is playing draft mode. I hate turn 2, but I guess we're playing it. Yep. Oh my god. I guess. What the fuck am I getting over here? G-Perg and Stark and Mort into a team that has no counters when I'm trying to use a unit that counters? No, give me new people. Give me new people. Okay, there we go. I can't remember if he's focus or fighting spirit. I can't remember if Elvira fucks him over or not. So Elvira fucks him over. Shit. Right? Yeah. So if I pick him, it's like a must ban. Ravi sucks into all of this. I guess Ravi into a couple of Earth units isn't terrible. I'm going full-on Bruiser, apparently, so I guess we're using Ravi. Oh my god. Say less. I see my opponent has gotten 3 trash picks, too. Shit. I really want to get rid of this, so I don't have to deal with this. But I'm getting rid of this. I freaking hate that unit. Okay, we're doing a thing. Does this mode work for the World Arena event? I do not know. No, because World Arena is World Arena. This is just a form of arena. Why would you try to pilfer an evasion unit whose opposite element? Why would you continue to hit an evasion unit whose opposite element? Well, shit, it almost worked. If this resets my Ruel, I'm going to be so pissed off. It reset my Ruel. Guys, it reset my Ruel. What kind of bullshit's that? I would like a turn, you know, any day now. Ugh. Yes, that's a cute cat. Shut up. You got all of the fast damage units, and I got Ravi and freaking Mort. Get rid of that shit. Oh, check it out. Please expose somebody. One for you. Ow. 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 Kick, kick. Kick, 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 kick. I'll just drag Elvira under the sea after we kill this one. Bye, Ravi. Nice knowing you. Bonk. Under the sea. Drag her to SeaWorld. Let's go, Lethe. Poof. Under the sea. Of all the units to pilfer, you didn't pilfer my Lethe. Huge mistake. Suddenly, too late, Zion realizes the unit he should have been hitting. Emote him. Ow! Show me your cat, I'll show you my doggo. Under the sea. Good job, Lethe. All that shit and I didn't get a single damn milestone currency. Oh well. So no, you get nothing from draft mode except a bunch of cat emotes. No currency, unfortunate. But yeah, legit, it's just play the game, guys. Go and enjoy some aspect of the game and get your currency. Blech. Let's use this one because with Harsetti we're likely to go into domain faster. And oh shit, that would have sucked so bad. You think this mode is good for training? It's good for fun. Anytime you get a chance to do any kind of RTA-like activity, it's good for training. It's better than Arena, and Arena really was the only thing we had for training. Next month, on May 14th, they're going to come out with the God of Battle Arena, and it's basically RTA except you're fighting against the computer. But it's formatted the exact same way as RTA is, so you'll be able to, excuse me, you'll be able to go in there and train, you'll be able to go in there and practice, you'll be able to, test out things without worrying about like getting made into a video on YouTube or getting laughed at consistently. So that'll be nice, and I think that will be the best training mode out there, is having access to that. Nodos everywhere, isn't he? I like it, right? It'll let you try out text. It'll let you be like, I wonder if a lifesteal Bologna would be better. And you can try it out and then go, nope, it was not. But you can still try it and see, right? Man, does every defense up here have Nodos on it? Is Lethe a good pick from the limited selector? Not really. I mean, she's good. You just saw me use her. She can be used, but I think there's a lot of better options on that limited selector. I think you can probably go to YouTube and you can search Tristen, Wulf, limited selector 2026, and probably the first let's see, it's best ML5s. Really videos. There we go, best limiteds. And there's a video that went up 6 days ago that's got my opinion of what the best limited units are. And I tried to be very conscientious about not recommending things like Summertime Assaria. A lot of people are like, what do you mean? Summertime Assaria is insane. Not without her artifact. She's dog shit without her artifact. And you can't get her artifact. So she is in the dog shit tier. I think these are your best bets, and I don't think you can get Renok with the limited selector. I just put her up there because most people get her for free, and I wanted them to see like kind of where she is. But Diane and yeah, I think Diane's probably the most important, closely followed by Ida, because everybody gets Flan and Renok for free. So those are kind of the two tops, in my opinion. Tori's making a lot of headway, and everybody's really high on Tori right now. And we got about 15, maybe 20 minutes before people remember that that this girl is an actual unit, and they start destroying Tories with her again. Because this unit is why Tori disappeared. They released Tori, she dominated the meta, then Amiki came out, and Tori vanished. And I think people are just starting to remember that Amiki exists, and she shits all over Tori. But right now, Tori's doing really good for herself. Tori. Who do you think? What do you think is the best artifact for new Biblis? Her own. By far and away, it's her own. But you could put Proof of Valor on her and ruin people's days. There's lots of artifacts she can be run on. Wasn't the MLDN story insane? It was like, Sue even said it was better than most Nikkei stories, and that's high praise from Sue, who thinks Nikkei like shits Shakespeare. So yeah, guys, do I fight Lady Notos, Setska, and Biblis, or do I fight Lady Biblis, Setska, Notos? Or, oh, you know what? Here's some variety. We've got Boss Arunka, Setska, Notos, Biblis. If we fight Boss, I mean, all of them are free wins. It's just kind of funny the how static arena's become lately. Ooh, maybe not. This one's taking a long time. Just kidding. Great googly moogly. 2 teams that don't have Nodos on them. Let's use the Shark just for some variety. I like the Shark. It's not auto, but it's fun. You could get away with Magaharas maybe, but Veritas just too valuable. I think I'd still Proof of Valor her before I do that. Smash! Pop. Bam! Smash! Pop. Oh, wait. Pop. This is your defense? I'm sorry. I'm sure if it got a turn, it would have been good defense. Was it really you? See if you just lost a fight to Sharklet. I'm curious to see if it was actually you. And if it is, just revenge me and use my own Nodos team against me. Yeah, I got to agree. It has to be the best winning E7 has had in a best riding E7 in a long time. Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm really have high hopes for what's coming up next. Shit. I don't want you to counter me, so I'm not going to S1 you. I really want the witch to die. We'll hit the witch. Divine Vessel, we don't care because Ahmed gives skill null. And this, that'll kill witch. She'll die. Let's start working Ras over. Nice. And take one of Ras's lives. Oh, nice. I'm glad it wasn't you, Faded. I hate hitting friends. I mean, that's not true. I totally love hitting friends, but I'd have felt bad that it happened right in front of you. Yeah, the defense you want to run, guys, what you want to run is a defense that does one of two things, right? Ideally, you want to run a defense that makes it so this doesn't find easy answers to killing your defense, right? 96% chance to win, 100% chance to win, 86% chance to win. Maybe this is a better defense. Because the number one goal that you want, is for people to look at the defenses and say, yeah, these two are easier than this one. You want people to look at the other two and have one of those look easier than yours. If you look like the more annoying defense and people don't select yours, you're winning. Because what's better than having a really high win rate is having a really low number of attacks coming in. If you have hundreds and hundreds of attacks coming in, it means your defense looks like easy prey. Change it to something that looks more irritating and people will leave you alone. It's better to be left alone than to be farmed, because unless you have over a 50% win rate, losses are still losses at any percentage. You want to be skipped. You don't want to win, you want to be skipped. We'll shark this top team. It looks very sharkable. That's why I have Harsetti on mine. Man, that poor Setsuka's about to explode, guys. Everyone say bye, Setsuka. Oh my god. Almost everybody missed. That's crazy. Is this going to push Freerin up? That could be kind of annoying if it wasn't for the fact that everybody is wearing, Oh, never mind. I ain't scared. Setsuka dead. Pop. Ross dead. Oh, Ras did not die. Awkward. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. This team's so clean. This is like, if you want to climb to frickin' legend, this is the team if you can build it. It's not the it's not quick battleable, but it's very clean, and it works into most situations. That don't involve Biblis. I don't think you want to take this into Biblis. Oh shit, I'm out of flags. We're done for now. Okay guys, I'm gonna roll some gear. I'm gonna upload that video. I'm gonna go to bed. Wish me luck. Almost double min roll and speed. Okay, this is fine. Just dodge the landmine. Down here, down here, down here, down here. Nice. Nice. This piece rolled good and is usable. This piece... I don't think it's savable, guys. That health is terrible. It's like purple gear now. How could this roll that it would be worth keeping? If the last two went 4 speed, 4, 8. If the last two went into speed, no, you never reset. You never reset gear that has a landmine stat in it. Get it through your head. Never, ever landmine. You only reset gear when every single sub stat is perfect. And the last thing anybody needs is garbage. Last thing anybody needs is bruiser gear on speed set. Ain't nobody uses that shit. Gone. If it was destruction or counter, then the HP and attack together could be usable. But speed set, I can count the number of units that want speed and attack on one hand. ML Shu doesn't care about the attack. She doesn't want that piece. Bad on ML Shu. ML Shu wants speed. It didn't have any speed on it. Yeah, try again, man. There are very, very few units that want speed set, HP, attack. They just don't belong together, those 3 stats. How the F do you even reach level 100? How do you even reach level 1? You talking about this? This is permanent. Permanent. We'll still be doing this in December. They've even talked about after you reach, oh, and by the way, once you reach level 100, you switch over to the milestone irradiance and you get to go all the way up to 150. And they talked about adding on additional levels beyond 150 as we move forward. You see, they've got spaces here ready for them to add levels. You don't have to rush it, guys. This is like doing Abyss. Or not Abyss. This is like doing Labyrinth. Just chip away at it. Enjoy the run. The only reason you rush this is if you're trying to get your tickets, you know, get your account loaded up before you do tickets. Yeah, or Joe, wow, level 107 metallized? Do you sleep? I mean, I thought I didn't sleep. That's crazy. Will they change the shop? If they add more things, they will probably add more things to the shop. I think as it is, I think even if you get everything, you're not going to be able to buy out the shop. I don't think you can even come close to buying out this shop. But yeah, I mean, there's this refreshes, everything else is account limited, but so I assume they'll put more things in here. Ah. Oh, away. Stupid red dot. What does Astromancer Elena do, and is she good? Astromancer Elena keeps the enemy team from counterattacking, and she does a good chunk of damage, and she's decently fast. But that's it. Meanwhile, the Great Mortelix keeps the enemy from counterattacking, and also does a good chunk of damage, and inflicts AoE fear, and has a defense break on his S1, and is a knight, so he has access to all of the knight artifacts. So, what does Astromancer Elena do? She sits in your waiting room waiting for a buff, because Mort just kind of does what she does, but better. If you play very aggressively, there are certain situations where Astromancer can be used, but they're few and far between. Mostly Astromancer comes out when the enemy picks Mort and you want to have a counter to Mort. You want to make sure even Mort doesn't get the counter. But yeah, she is probably, of all of the ML5s, the one people want to see buffed the most, because she's just not that good. Yeah, maybe Mort's banned, right? I used to use her when I'd cleave a little bit, because she can contribute to a cleave. She hits pretty heckin' hard, and being fast means after you bridge your units, she might get a shot off. Mort typically is run slower. No buff event this weekend. We will find out in about 29 hours. When they do the news, they will announce, and I'll be shocked if there's not a buff event this weekend. it makes sense that they would have one. But we won't see. Do you think Salome is worth it over Ruel? Maybe wait until Wednesday and see what Salome's entire kit looks like and then make that decision, because my crystal ball's in the shop. If I were a betting man, I'd say Salome is going to be the most insane freaking unit in the game, but we don't know until we see her kit. Hot equals pull based. Shopping. These are for 85 gear, so I'm going to get them. You know where you use these? The 85 gear ones, you know where you use these? You use these when you luck sack into a piece of otherworldly gear that's got 5 speed on it. That's where you use those. All right. Manage bulk enhancement. Let's go. Surely. We got something good in here, right? Something insane in here. Of course, these hit speed. Actually, these hitting speed is not bad. And the ER, I like this. 5 and a 6. I think that's officially dead. This is good. 6 and a 7. It's decent. Okay, 6 and a 7. This is mid as fuck, but it did hit speed. Let's go to 9. This is really happening, isn't it, huh? This is really happening. Okay. Twice here. A really healthy weapon. This is fair. It is an 8. Guess we'll push it a little further. Okay, I'm starting to like these boots more and more. That's all right. Holy shit, the weapon, dude. Holy shit. This is going to be my first penta rolled weapon. My penta health weapon. Very high defense. Ruel's kind of liking the look of this. Man, this was a +3 and a +2. That's pretty sad. Okay, finish him off. Okay, another +3. This is okay. This is good. This turned out great. God's blood, it hit. And a double 8 into defense. Okay, yeah, you know what? With the exception of this disappointing ring, everything worked out pretty good. Where'd that healthy sword go? Almost 50. Almost. I dig it. And this one, that's a lot of defense and a little bit of ER. The health I can take up to this is 99 gear score because I can take that up to 9%. That'll find a home somewhere. That's a very bulky piece. This one, probably the most mediocre of all of them, but even at 102 gear score after this goes up. Got some bangers, guys. Got some bangers out of this. The boots. Look at the friggin' 17 speed boots. But I tell you what, for HP main boots to have that kind of speed buried in there, not going to complain at all. We could change this effectiveness to literally anything. Or even leave, you know, because we can change it back and forth as much as we want. Change it to flat HP, flat defense, crit chance. I kind of dig these boots. Bibless boots, you know, you aren't wrong. Although I think Bibless wants speed boots. I don't think you want her that slow. I don't know when I got these, but these rolled decent too. What's the minimum gear score we should roll if there's no speed sub? If you've got over 1,000 pieces of plus 15 gear, I'd recommend 28. Right? You click the acquisition button, not acquisition shit. You click the manage arrange button. You change this tab from auto select. You change it to simple selection. And if you've got over 1,000 pieces of gear, I think 28. If you've got under 1,000 pieces of gear, I think 26. And if you're only a month old, you might even want to consider 24 just to get some basic gear. You're not being too, you know, a shittily geared unit's better than a unit with no gear, right? But after you're more than, like, say, a month old, I think 26 is a good fair point. Once you got 1,000 pieces of gear leveled, you can start affording to be a little bit more discerning in your tastes. Don't ever do this. This is for the people that spend like 5 and 6 digits a month on their account. Don't do that. Look at this. Look, 100, 101, 98, 98. That almost makes up for how badly I got treated in Ancient Inheritance today. Tristen, I only bought from 2 Week Shop, bottle accessories and charms. Remember, you can go back. The shop stays open for the duration of the entire event and then stays open for 1 week beyond the duration of the event. So it'll say it in the upper right-hand corner, right? There's 21 days left to earn the currency, but there's 29 days left of the event. Sorry, 22 days left to earn currency, and then 29 days left. That means there's a mythological 5th week where you can't get any more Veritas or Vanitas, but the shop will still be open. So an entire week and 2 days of the shop being open, and you can go back to prior weeks and buy the things. The only things you can't buy from prior weeks are the unlimited purchase items. So you'll be able to come back and get the selector tickets. And it's done this way so that people that join the game like 2 weeks from now, and we're in the middle of week 4, they didn't miss out on their ML ticket, right? They didn't miss out on their selector tickets. They can grind their asses off for week 4 and go back and buy the things they missed in prior weeks. So if you're like, I kind of want the catalysts, but I want to make sure I have enough to get all this gear, and I really want to buy a bunch of charms, just fine. Just leave it. Just leave it, grind it, make sure you get everything you want, and then come back and clean up the shops later. Just remember, the unlimited purchase items, they will go away. And when you're in week 4 and week 5, this is the only unlimited purchase items left. And because these are unlimited purchase items, I kind of recommend against buying them here, because you're probably going to be like, I've got a shit ton of this stuff and nowhere to put it except into these things. Just my 2 cents on it. If it makes you feel better, Joe, my Ancient Inheritance gear rolled so garbage, I think I sold all but one of the pieces. Full loading into the box, trying to get more charms. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go hard on these because I'm always a little starved for arty charms. But this is the one right here that I think everybody's waiting for, is accessory charms. More than anything, this is the biggest roadblock in the game. So I think everybody's going hard on this. A lot of new players are excited for the Mola chance chest, but if you've been playing for more than 7-8 months, you know what a problem these fucking accessory charms are. Yeah, he and I talked about it early this morning. It's been reported to Smilegate. It'll be patched soon. Yeah, he initially thought it was just the pets, and I showed him the testing we did that showed it wasn't just the pets. Then he figured out it was the reputation bonus, but that the big thing is the bulk enhancement is not adding the 66% gold tariff to enhancing on powder. So if you're enhancing just with powder, bulk enhancing significantly cheaper, but it is costing you a little bit in charms because you're not getting the reputation and pet bonuses from charms. But yeah, we talked about, I discussed that with Smilegate probably about 3 hours ago while they were having a live meeting, and they are moving that to the top of the priority list to deal with, along with the fact that this says the Mystic Summon goes away on Wednesday for the discount when it shouldn't. They're going to address that. And of course, we reiterated that the annoying red dot needs to go away. And he said, yeah, that's so frustrating, and it happens like once every so many months. This freaking red dot shows up, and it's irritating, and it shows up, and it usually goes away after maintenance. They say anything on the circuit coin refund? They have not, but we'll see. Hopefully they do something about it. You can go up here to this notification and tell it to not show you the red dot, and it won't show it to you down here anymore. It'll still show in the shop, but at least you're not going to see it in your lobby anymore, so it gets it out of your face there if you uncheck the notification. Yeah, I thought about doing a video on the charm thing, but I mean, Maury explained it pretty well, and he even basically copy and pasted the discussion that we had in Discord into the thing here. So if you go and look at this bug post, yeah, he explains it right here. He says, I can report it to Smilegate, but we kind of want the gold more. He kind of already reported it to Smilegate, and multiple people did. It'll get patched. We really, really pushed for Smilegate to remove the 66% gold tariff on Dust. And hopefully they do. Hopefully that's their fix. Their fix isn't that they nerf bulk enhancement. Their fix is that there's no reason for it. There's no reason that powder should cost more to use than charms. I hate it, but what about weirdos like me who have tons of gold charms and dust? Go roll some gear. Stop hoarding. Play the game. Tab button shortcut so handy. I got to tell Valky about it today. He didn't know either. It's not just you and me, Joe. I don't think anybody knew about it. You didn't want to hear go play the game? I'm sorry, man. It is what it is. All right, guys, it's late. I want to get this video up, so appreciate you guys being here for my super late night stream. Hopefully I will see you guys maybe a little bit tomorrow. And what the hell is this? Okay, I'm raiding this guy just for the name. Doom Sucker. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Go say hi to Doom Sucker and appreciate his fine name. And I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. Definitely Wednesday for the news. If you need anything, hit me up in Discord. Is my Discord link in YouTube? Yes, it is, but It's also just simply discordwulf.com. It's there in the bottom left-hand corner. It'll take you right to it. But yeah, there's several links to it. And that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one, everybody.